Hello and welcome to the African World Channel. In this video, we'll be delving into the ongoing ill treatment of black migrants in Algeria. In the vast desert of the Sahara, a quiet crisis is unfolding, far from the eyes of the world. Niger finds itself in disagreement with its neighbor to the north, Algeria, over how black migrants are treated. What started as whispers of dissatisfaction has now erupted into a tense standoff, shining a spotlight on a humanitarian issue that cannot be ignored. Remember to subscribe to our channel, give the video a thumbs up, and share it with others to help us reach a wider audience. Now let's get back to the video. Niger has recently taken a stand against what it perceives as an aggressive policy by Algeria towards black migrants. The situation escalated with Niger accusing Algeria of conducting large-scale police raids targeting black Africans, including many Nigerians, in Tamanrasset, southern Algeria. These raids allegedly disregarded the migrants' physical integrity and the security of their property, as stated by Niger's foreign ministry in a press release on April 3rd. The ministry went further, sharing videos on its Facebook page that depicted Nigerians in Algeria being loaded onto trucks bound for the border or abandoned in the desert, some with injuries. To address the escalating situation, Nigerian officials summoned representatives from the International Organization for Migration, IOM. In response, Algeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs summoned the Nigerian ambassador to Algeria, Amino Malam Manzo, dismissing Niamey's statement as containing unsubstantiated provisions. Algeria emphasized that such issues should be resolved within a bilateral and cooperative framework, affirming its commitment to good neighborliness and willingness to coordinate with Niger on migration-related matters. However, Algeria's response did not address the situation depicted in the videos shared by Niger. The tension between the two countries is not new. Algeria has a history of deporting migrants, particularly black Africans, into the Sahara Desert at the Nigerian border. According to the Alarm Phone Sahara Association, in the first quarter of 2024 alone, Algeria deported over 17,000 migrants in this manner. This practice of abandoning migrants in the desert has been ongoing for years, with thousands expelled annually, as illustrated by the deportation of 26,000 migrants to the border zone in the previous year. Algeria's treatment of migrants has drawn condemnation from humanitarian organizations, with reports of migrants being left in dire conditions, and even fatalities reported. In response, organizations like the International Organization for Migration, IOM, and Doctors Without Borders, MSF, have launched operations to assist migrants and prevent them from getting lost or succumbing to exhaustion in the desert. While there are claims of a readmission agreement between Algeria and Niger dating back to 2014, it has not been made public. However, relations between the two countries have deteriorated since the military coup in Niger in the previous year. Despite Algeria's efforts to strengthen ties with Niger, including proposing mediation following the coup, relations remain strained. Niger has firmly denounced Algeria's treatment of its nationals and called for the repatriation of only Niger nationals while respecting their dignity and physical integrity. Algeria, on the other hand, has accused Niger of violating bilateral agreements concerning migrant repatriation, further straining relations between the two countries. Efforts by international organizations such as the International Organization for Migration, IOM, and Doctors Without Borders, MSF, have been crucial in providing aid to migrants stranded in the desert. However, challenges persist, exacerbated by the lack of transparency surrounding a reported readmission agreement between Algeria and Niger dating back to 2014. The ongoing crisis highlights the broader issue of migration and diplomatic tensions within the region. As Algeria faces scrutiny for its treatment of migrants, the situation underscores the complexities of regional dynamics and the challenges of addressing migration issues effectively. Diplomatic tensions between the two countries have further complicated the situation. Relations soured following the military coup in Niger, with the Algerian government's refusal to mediate exacerbating the rift. Algeria's military-led diplomacy has chosen escalation, dismissing Niger's complaints and accusing them of violating bilateral agreements. Despite Algeria's claims of championing African causes, its treatment of black migrants tells a different story. The crisis with Niger underscores the strained relations, mirroring Algeria's deteriorating ties with other African nations. Niger has called on Algeria to repatriate only Niger nationals with dignity and respect for their physical integrity, highlighting the urgent need for diplomatic resolution and humanitarian action. Beyond the diplomatic corridors, a human story of struggle persists. The crisis between Niger and Algeria shines a light on the enduring hardships faced by black migrants in the Sahara. It's a reminder that collective action is needed to ensure the dignity and rights of all migrants are respected, regardless of borders or politics. The treatment of black migrants in North African countries echoes a painful history of discrimination and displacement. Centuries ago, the northern part of Africa were inhabited predominantly by black African populations. However, waves of Arab invasions and subsequent colonization pushed these indigenous populations southward, leading to the marginalization and erasure of their history and culture. Despite this shared history, modern-day North African nations often perpetuate discrimination against black migrants. They face harsh treatment, exploitation, and abandonment in the desert, reflecting a troubling disregard for their humanity. In the face of this injustice, the Niger junta has emerged as a voice for change. They refuse to stay silent in the face of the mistreatment of black migrants, advocating for their rights and dignity. Their stance challenges the status quo and calls for a re-evaluation of attitudes towards migrants in the region. However, the silence of many African leaders on this issue is deafening. Despite Africa's legacy of solidarity and resistance against oppression, too many leaders turn a blind eye to the suffering of their fellow Africans. It's a stark reminder of the urgent need for unified action and leadership to address the systemic injustices faced by black migrants in North Africa and beyond. What are your thoughts on the treatment of black migrants in North African countries like Algeria? Have you personally encountered stories or experiences related to black migrant mistreatment in North Africa? If comfortable, please share. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others. Thank you for watching.